Cyclops is coming for season 8 of Marvel Rivals, but what you guys don't know is that people are saying that he is going to be a strategist. Now, we're getting this from the Punch Chronovium card or the Red Chronovium card. We can actually read it right here. It actually says, held captive by Alchemax, Cyclops was subjected to a brutal experiment that he had to constantly keep shooting the eye lasers, his beams, the optic blast, right? So the thing about it is, we're saying that he's going to be a strategist because of this little health symbol right here. Now, the crazy part about it is, I grew up with this guy playing Cyclops for the longest. And matter of fact, you could technically say the same thing you would say about Hugh Jackman Wolverine, which that this guy right here is the only Cyclops to ever really play Cyclops on film, not counting the kid version or whatever kid version, not adult, but baby version of Cyclops that there is, right? But it goes a little bit deeper. I mean, it sounds like people don't even want you to talk bad about Devil Dinosaur. It's like you can't say anything bad about any character that comes that isn't, a main character. If you say you would have preferred, I don't know, Bishop or Cable or some A-lister or S-lister character, it's like people just assume that you're just saying, oh, you don't want any B or C-lister, no D-listers. It's like, and then we have the arguments. It's like, well, the thing is, you don't have to want, these other. You don't have to want. You shouldn't have to feel forced to say, oh, I like Devil Dinosaur. Oh, I will want this character I've never heard of in the game. You should be able to have your own opinions on whatever you want to have about. I haven't made a video about it.
I swear, I'm so tired of people trying to be white knights. Bro, I swear I'm literally like this. Dude, it's okay to have one at Nova. Or Nightcrawler. Instead of Daredevil, we could have had Spawn and Angela. They were literally best shown together. They should have just been released together. Speaking about Daredevil, where are the other members of the Defenders like Valkyrie? Or Luke freaking Cage, man? Then I hear the cries. Yeah, go ahead and fill up my
Okay, if you didn't want Devil Dinosaur, this is a safe space. It's okay if you didn't want Devil Dinosaur. It's okay if you didn't want White Fox. It's okay to not want those characters. But the crazy part about it is people will just say well, if we just keep putting those characters in the game, you guys keep saying you guys want all these A-listers, we're going to run out of A-listers. And that's a problem. If you think that this game can't survive without adding new characters, this game is going to die in 2 years. I promise you that. It's not going to make it 2 years.
Complaining about unknown characters being added to the game. When
Let's take a look at this video. I want to restart.
Rivals players need to stop complaining about unknown characters being added to the game. When Devil Dino was announced, I saw tons of people upset that, quote, we got another random instead of some big name, despite, Cyclops being added next month. The devs can't just release all of the big names every single month, otherwise in a year or two, they'll only have, quote, randoms left. Also,
there's no problem with that. That's actually not a problem. That's actually an irrelevancy. They could release all the A-listers in this game, and that wouldn't quite be a problem. I mean, if you got to think about it, who are the Avengers, right? Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow. We got all these A-list characters. How many movies have they been in? How long have they been around? I mean, Spider-Man's been out for 64 years, and no one's getting tired of him. So again, I mean, let's look here. The guy that I like as Cyclops, he's been Cyclops since X-Men, the original trilogy, and he's only been replaced in the newer movies. But also, crazy enough, he's coming back in Doomsday, the game, the Avengers movie that's coming out in, I think, later this year or next year, something like that. So he's been out. The guy playing him's been playing Cyclops since I was a child, since I was a kid, and now we're bringing him back. Okay, what about Wolverine? Hugh Jackman, of course, has been playing Wolverine since the beginning, period. There's only been one other Wolverine before the Deadpool and Wolverine where they did all the jokes about it. But he's been the only Wolverine that we have known, enjoyed, and have seen on screen, right? No one's getting tired of Hugh Jackman Wolverine. That's why he's got a new contract. And there's these memes, there's these jokes saying that they're going to make him play Wolverine until he's 90. Funny enough. Okay. Let's look into this. Is Marvel Rivals going to run out of characters? Which, again, in my opinion,
will Marvel Rivals run out of characters is definitely a point I've seen pop up quite a lot over the past few weeks. And this comes with a confirmation from NetEase, that after Season 2 concludes, we'll be switching to 2-month seasons, which means we'll be getting a new character every month. And this was met with a very mixed response. Understandably, a lot of people were obviously quite excited. The prospect that you won't have to wait as long for some of your favourite characters to make their way to the game is obviously quite exciting. However, on the other side, there was also understandably a lot of skepticism, as this sounds like quite a tall order, and I can understand why some people might think they'd run out of characters very quickly.
There's a lot of Marvel characters. Let's get that across. If they release 12 characters a year, that's one character a month. If they do that, there's a lot of Marvel characters. That's a lot of ground to cover. And even if they release all those characters, they could release 12 side characters and they will still have a whole bunch of A-listers. They could release all the A-listers and there will still be a lot of A-listers. But again, it doesn't quite matter as much as you think that it does. If they add all the A-listers, the only thing that's going to happen is the people who like those characters are going to come to this game more. People who want to play Luke Cage, Valkyrie, or any of the other A-listers that haven't even gotten added to this game yet, Iceman, Nightcrawler, those people are going to come to this game and they're going to stay here because this game is adding more stuff. We'll be able to focus on things like story and balancing. Instead of adding a new character every month, we could actually have a game where we're just talking about skins and story and how we like that sort of thing. Instead of always hoping and criping on a new character, we can focus on an actual direct path, which is what the comics do. I mean, think about it. Wolverine, how many comics has he been in? How many comics Spider-Man has been in? How many comics have these people been in? I mean, look, matter of fact, I got it right here. Spider-Man was released, he came out and was created August 1962. He's been out 64 years. No one's gotten tired of him yet. We have the original trilogy, the Sam Raimi trilogy, 2002, 2004, 2007. We got like the reboot with not really a reboot, but we have the Andrew Garfield 2012, 2014, I guess you could say it's a reboot. Then we got Tom Holland 2017, Far From Home 2019, Spider-Man No Way Home 2021. He also appeared in Captain America Avengers. He appeared in everything. So we've gotten a Spider-Man movie every 3 years for the last 2004, 2002 to 2026. How long is that? How long of a time jump is that? Let's just say that's 20 years. We got 20 years worth of Spider-Man movies. And that's not counting the animated movies. We have Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. We got another one that's coming out this year. I think it's going to be the last one or the sequel or whatever. The finale. We have another Into the Spider-Verse coming out this year and next year, whenever that's coming out. We have all the animated series that's been coming out since then, and people don't care. They still love Spider-Man, and he's been out since 1962. He's been out for years, and he's still getting things. There are so many Spider-Man. If you look at this, the top 5 characters that have gotten comics and animated and movies and all stuff like that, right? So again, leading Spider-Man, it's Wolverine, it's Captain America, it's Iron Man, and it's Hulk. These guys have garnered. Spider-Man alone has 4,000 comic appearances. Wolverine has over 3,000. I mean, Captain America has over 3,000. Tony Stark, Iron Man, has over 3,000. And how many games have you seen these guys in? How many factions and movies and animated and commercials have you seen Spider-Man and Wolverine and Captain America and Iron Man and the Hulk in? How many? More than you could have possibly counted. So no, it doesn't matter if they release all the A-listers, because people who like the characters, which is going to be a lot of people, is still going to come and play the game. Matter of fact, they probably should release a lot more of the A-listers because they garner to so many people and so many people love them. They're going to come to the game and stay and bring their own ideas and stuff. Matter of fact, look at the Spider-Man games. Again, 2018, we had the Marvel Spider-Man era. Of course, we got the Miles Morales Spider-Man 2, but it goes deeper. We got 2001 Spider-Man Inner Electro. We had the Spider-Man on the PlayStation. I personally played Web of Shadows, Shattered Dimensions, Edge of Time. I played the Amazing Spider-Man People. I had the Spider-Man handheld game. I forgot who bought it for me. It might have been my mom, my dad, it might have been. I forgot where I picked this handheld thing up at, but it's like a 2D platformer Spider-Man game. I played that as a kid, as a child, as a young buck. I'm telling you, it's not gonna matter. That's such an irrelevancy that it's almost like saying it, you are also saying that if they have to release a character every like month, right? If they have to do that, or if they don't do that, or they run out of characters, this game is gonna die. I'm telling you, this game is going to not last 2 to 3 years because eventually, whenever they do run out of characters, who's gonna play the game? No one. They're gonna all the hype is gonna come down. No one's gonna come play Spider-Man anymore. And listen to yourself. You're saying that nobody is going to want to play Spider Man to uppercut Namor. I don't believe that. I just don't. I mean, of course, Spider Man isn't appearing in Avengers Doomsday. You want to know why? Because Spider Man has his own movie, another movie, coming out this year, July. Brand new day with Punisher. A character from 1962 that's got every single game underneath the sun is getting another movie? Make it make sense. So how is he not? How is people not going to want to play Spider-Man? And I'm just going through the path of Spider-Man. I could have went through the path of Wolverine. I could have went through the path of other characters, but I didn't. I went through the path of Spider-Man. But how many X-Men games have come out since the X-Men days? Since X-Men first came out? Since all that? Halle Berry's Storm? How many X-Men games are there? There needs to be more. I guarantee you, if they ever do make some X-Men game, more X-Men games as they should, because you know X-Men was kind of in a weird place, people would love that too. Ultimately, again, look at the face. Look at the face of Ultimate Alliance. This is one of the best, I swear. Like hands down, I'm gonna be biased, completely biased. This is probably the best Marvel game and one of the best Marvel games to ever exist. Period. No smoke, no sugarcoating it. Is one of the best Spider-Man games, not Spider-Man, but the best Marvel games, period, to ever exist. And one of the person in front, the poster child of it, is Spider-Man. Then who do you see? You see Wolverine, you see Iron Man, you see Captain America, you see Thor, you see Hulk right here. Even back then, they knew who their lineup was, and they knew who everyone wanted to come and see. Even in the second one, look at this: Spider-Man, Captain America, Hulk, Deadpool. Again, we have so many people that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They put a whole lot of A-listers in this game. They probably should. The only thing it's going to do is attract more people. It's going to attract more the people who actually love these characters. Like they're going to attract the people who want to play She-Hulk and all these other people. I mean, you don't have to put in every single side character in this game to feel like, oh, we're going to save these new characters, these big characters for something big. You don't have to. Because how many stories have had these characters keep repeating over and over and over again? But that's it for this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Tell me what you think about, about do you guys think we're gonna run out of characters? And if we do you guys think the game is going to die? Cyclops being a strategist? No, no, I'm saying right here, probably got away from that, but yeah, no. There's not too much to talk about. There really isn't. There's not too much to go on off of other than the Punch Canovium card. I don't know who told you whatever, but there's not too much to go off of other than this little symbol right here. But that's it. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.